Hi everyone, I welcome you all to my fourth lecture. I hope that you have seen the last three lectures of mine. So I hope that you may got a knowledge about each and every topics, which are the introduction on automobile. The second one is classification of automobile. The third one is vehicle layout and its types. Okay, so I hope that you got a small knowledge about in that subjects in that particular topics. Okay, now again the same subject in this lecture we are going to see. The fourth lecture is nomenclature of vehicle body. We are going to see in this video. The topic is nomenclature of vehicle body, and myself I am Arun Pandian. I am a lecturer, mechanical department, James Polytechnic College, Aurangabad, Bihar. Okay, so in this in this video, we are going to, what are the content of the lecture we are going to see. Okay, so what are the content we are going to see? We are going to see the first one is nomenclature of car body. Okay, so vehicle body or car body. In that under there are some topics. First one is car body construction. Second one is terminology of body. The third one is body work requirements, and the fourth one is main parts of the automobile body, and the fifth one is car body accessories and their functions. Okay, so we are going to write the functions. So we are going to see about these topics. The last one is types of automobile bodies. What are the types of automobile bodies we are going to see? And the last one, materials used for body construction. We are going to see about this 7 topics in this lecturer. So some topics may be mingled together. So just see this, every topic will come inside in some topics will mingle together also. Okay, so let us go to the one by one topic. Nomenclature of car body. See, the body is the superstructure of all vehicles. Okay, if a human body is there, if it is not covered with the skin or if it is not covered with the flesh, so if I'm walking with the bone, I cannot do it. Okay, with the skeleton, if a God created our body with a skeleton, it is impossible. I cannot live. Okay, same like if you see if the main part of human body is heart, same way the heart of car body is engine. Okay, so this all, if that vehicle axles, vehicle frame, these are called as skeleton. Okay, by keeping the human being's body only, the car bodies are created. So if I'm walking, if I cannot walk in the skeleton, same way the car cannot run with by using only the frame or axle or showing the engine outside. It cannot. So it must be covered. Okay, that's why this I mentioned the body is the superstructure of all vehicles. Second one, it may either be constructed separately and bolted to the chassis or manufactured integral with the chassis. Okay, frameless construction. See, some body will it may be constructed separately. Okay, in companies they will make the body separately and they will attach together. They will bolt with the using the bolt. They will attach with the chassis, or it will be manufactured integral with the chassis. There are two types. Okay, the chassis and the body make the complete vehicle. Okay, these two only. See, if the chassis or frame or axles are ready, if the engines are fixed, if the clutch plate or gearbox or differential and tires, everything is fixed, but it doesn't mean the vehicle is completed. Okay, it is a process. So the last process, if the last process is finished, then only the body will be complete. So this nomenclature of this body, car body, will make the complete vehicle. A body consists of windows and doors, engine cover, roof, luggage cover, etc. Okay, we are going to see this one separately in the videos. Okay. The electrical system in the body is connected to the chassis electrical units so that the battery and the generator or alternator can furnish the required electrical energy to the system. Okay, see, the electrical system in the body is connected to the chassis. Okay, so that it can furnish, it can transmit the energy whatever the energy system is needed. Okay, so now car body construction. See, in car body, the main skeleton of the car body has two types of panels. Okay, there are two types of panels. Okay, in the skeleton. That's why starting I'm telling the car body will come as a skeleton. Okay, how if I don't have skin, if I don't have flesh, how I look like? Same way, without the body, it will look like a skeleton. There are two panels. First one is outer panel, and the second one is inner panel. Okay, see now how we can identify it. Whatever I am able to, which is visible, if I am looking at a car which is visible to my eye, that are called as outer panel, which is invisible, means it will be inside but I cannot see the panel outside. So like that, panels are called as inner panel. Okay, for example, if I'm seeing the car outside, okay, I can see the car dicky, I can see the front dashboard, like that I can see. But inner panel means engine cover, smoke cover, like that. These are called as a inner panel. It is continued. The outside panels provide the shape of the car body, whereas the inner panel reinforce the shell of the body. Same time which I told, the car body outer of the outer panel will show the visible. It will be visible to see that the outer shape of the car body, but the inner panel will reinforce the shell of the body. The next one is the various curve shape are given to outer panels to provide the strength to the panels. Curved shape. Okay. See that wherever the curved shape, the sharp edges will always, otherwise the sharp bending will break any time. But the curved shape will give more strength to the outer panels. So the inner panels provide mounting location for various trim panels and connecting assemblies. The last one, these two panels are welded together to pillars and rails so as to form the skeleton of the car body. Okay, these two inner panel and outer panels are welded together. Okay, it is separated. If you see inside with the chassis, the inner panel will be there. Inside the chassis, outside you can see the outer panel. So this two will be welded or bolted or screwed together so that it will become as a one complete body. Now here are some nomenclature of car body. Okay, one by one we are going to see. I will explain. Okay, number one is body. Okay, so about body we already see, means in the car body in front, which is covered with different materials. It will be like sheet metal, like okay, so like sheet metal and aluminium. Except we are using so much of metals. Okay, to cover the body, to cover the engine. Okay, to cover the vehicle. These are called as the body. Okay, next one is sheets. So sheets is which are like which one can say sheets. Okay, in top which is covered the vehicle, that is called as a sheets. Pillarless frames. Okay, in previous vehicles like in classification automobile there is one type sedan with two doors. Okay, basis of body there is one sedan with two doors. If you see there, in the windows there will be no pillar. Okay, but in the further there will be a pillar between front and back seats. Okay, so that are called as a pillarless frame. Front and rear doors. Okay, front door and the rear doors. Front panel. Okay, so dash panel, windscreen pillar, sorry, roof panel. Okay, so front panel and roof, okay, the top panels. Floor panel with engine beams. Okay, so down panels, floor panel with engine beams, which is engine beams means that beams are supporting the engines. That engine will connect to the floor. Okay, and wheel arches. That's outside the wheel will cover some alloy wheels like that. So we will see some arches will be there. Okay, that is a wheel arches. Bonnet. Okay, bonnet means the cover of the engine. Okay, and windscreen pillar, windscreen in front. Okay, the two side, the front mirror. Okay, the front vehicle and front mirror, the two sides there will be two pillars. That is called as a windscreen pillar. Windscreen, front and rear window, front and rear bumper, cowl assembly, front and rear seats, luggage space as a continuation of the passenger compartment, luggage baggage. Okay, backside dicky, folding roof with wind-up windows, sliding roof, folded flat windscreen and the hood, etc. Okay, so these are the some nomenclature of body. You can just see that in this. If any questions are asked in the examination, you can write any 10 or any 8. It's your choice. You just see, you can write it easily. Okay, if you imagine the car, body will be there, sheets will be there, front and rear window will be there, front and rear door will be there, front panel, roof panel. You can write it easily. So if you just want to just see once and keep it in your mind, you can write it easily. Okay. The next one is we are going to see a video now. It is a nomenclature of vehicle body. So just see the look. Just watch the video.
Parts of the car. Headlight. Mirror. Window. Door. Tire in the US, T-Y-R-E in the UK. Trunk in the US, boot in the UK. Brake light. Gas tank in the US, petrol tank in the UK. Hubcap. Roof. Windshield in the US, windscreen in the UK. Hood in the US, bonnet in the UK. Turn signal or blinker. Bumper. Door handle. License plate in the US, number plate in the UK. Mirror. Rear view mirror. Windshield wiper in the US, windscreen wiper in the UK.
Okay. So now next topic is terminology of body. So terminology of body, what are the parts are there? We are going to see. Okay. So first one is cab. Okay, see, by the word I showed some pictures here, so you can understand clearly. Okay. Okay. So cab, first one is cab. This is called as a cab. Okay. So whatever the body is, so only this part. Okay, without wheel, engine, nothing will be there. Only this. Okay, which you are seeing in the picture. Only this is called as a cab. Only this is called as a cab. Second one is fascia. So this is front headlights, which carries the headlights and front license plate, and that is called as a fascia. And then boot space. Boot space means the clear, if a car is there, the back side where we are keeping the luggages. Okay, where you are keep the luggages, that is called as a boot space. The next one is dashboard. So that's front of the driver. Okay, where we are driving a vehicle, in front of us the speed indicator, fuel indicator, this all are called as the dashboard. So it is continued also. Legroom and headroom. Okay, so what is legroom means? See here, this is called as a legroom. Okay, where we are keeping our legs for the rest position, or accelerating, or clutch by we are using the clutch, acceleration, brake. That is called as a legroom. Headroom means top. Okay, top of the roof of the vehicle. That is called as a headroom. Okay. So these two are the legroom and headroom. And next, shoulder room. Okay, where we are keeping the shoulder in seat side. Okay, front shoulder room and rear shoulder room. These are called as the shoulder room. Now, body work requirements. Okay, so to work in the body, what are the requirements? Okay, so number one is some of the important consideration for a good body work include the following. Number one is the body work has to be structurally strong, easily accessible, and of a good finish. Okay, if you see some years of back vehicles, they will fix it with the bolt, nut. We have to remove the bolt, and then we have to remove the panel, and then we have to repair it, then again we have to fix, then again we have to tight. Nowadays the bodies are not constructed like that. If you see, it will be in a clip model only. Okay, only two bolt we have to remove, and if you push it, if you pull it, it will come. Again, after finishing it, if you just put it and just press it, it will fix on the clip will be fixed. Then you you can tighten the two bolts. But the previous is not like that. Wherever the clip is, if you to remove small on 2 feet sheet, if I to remove, there will be 7 to 6 bolt. But now it's only there will be 2 or 1 bolt, and there will be clippers. More clips will be there. Okay. So next one is attractive body styling. Okay. Then nowadays vehicles which are introducing, every vehicles are having attractive body styling. Okay. That only attract the customers, and also it will give a good feedback of the vehicle. Okay. The third one, upholstery work should be well trimmed and comfortable. Okay. See this I want to once again I want to tell about the attractive body styling. See this attractive body styling, we must have what you can say, that shining, that will be attracted, shining. Okay, complete shining will be attracted, and headlight, how the headlight is fixed, that must be attracted. The color of the body, that must be attracted, and the roof, everything must be attracted by the good styling. Okay, upholstery work should be well trimmed and comfortable. Okay, see wherever some work should be means, if I'm tying the seat, okay, if I'm tying the seat cover, that rope will be down, it will be upholstery. Okay, it will what you can say in that must be protected. Okay, means that small ropes must be protected. And if I want to say once more examples also, by tying the seats cover, by tying the our footrest, okay, on the floor which you are going to put the mat, like that. If you are tying, that ropes must be protected properly. Otherwise, if it is if it touch any tires, if it rotates, it will become as an issue. So the upholstery work should be well trimmed and comfortable also. Body structure should be rust preventing. Okay, that structure must be, rust means wears. Okay, that by iron container, if the water is stored inside, the rust will form. So the body structure should be rust preventing. Paint work and other finishing should be appealing. Okay, the next one, the body should be structurally strong and light. Therefore, construction material should be lightweight, strong, and cheap. Okay, so always nowadays, if you see, every vehicles are coming, the bodies are lightweight only. Previous days, if you see the Ambassador, I think you all have the vehicle Ambassador. If any accident happens, also nothing, no need to fear about the driver or passengers. Nothing will happen. Okay, but nowadays vehicles are not like that, because of everything are strong but light. Okay. Doors and windows should be conveniently located and easier to operate. It is continued. Controls should be located at convenient position and should be easily approachable, and drivers and passenger seats should be comfortable and adjustable also. Okay, this all will come under the sufficient space for accommodating accessories like puncturing kit, body cover. I have to keep in some way. That must be accommodation accessories must be proper. Okay, so the last one, the body should be equipped with sufficient safety provisions. Okay. So now we are going to see some car body accessories. So one by one we will see. Okay. Car body cover, puncture repair kit, tire inflator, air pressure gauge, comprehensive toolkit, cleaning cloth, spoilers, sports mirrors, head and tail light cover, window visors, sunroof, and windshield wiper blades. Okay, so if I explain also, you may have some mentality, but I am going to show some pictures so you can understand it clearly. Okay, so see, this one is the body cover. Okay, car body cover is this one. This one is the body cover, and the second one is puncture repair kit. This will be always inside the vehicle. To lift the vehicle, there will be a jack. Jack will be there. Screw jack or any screw jack. Mainly we are using a screw jack. Nowadays we are using the hydraulic jacks also. So jacks will be there to remove the bolts, spanner, and to puncturing. Everything will be a puncture kit. Tire inflator. Okay. If any punctures happen, suddenly I will fill the air, because of nowadays it is coming tubeless tires, so I can fill the air, I can move. Air pressure gauge. See, this one is newly nowadays it is, if you should, no need to put out the mouth of the wheel. If you just indicate, by there will be indicator. Just if you just indicate on the tire, it will measure the pressure gauge here. So this is advanced system. Comprehensive toolkit. Every tools will be inside. Cleaning cloth, spoilers, backside. We will fix this on the backside to get the more aerodynamic systems like that. It will be sports mirrors, head and tail light covers, window visors, sunroof on the top of the car. It will be fixed. The last one is windshield wiper blades. Okay, in front to clean the front mirror. We are using the windshield wiper. And now we are going to see material used for car body construction. What are the materials we are used? Okay, number one, we are using steel. We are using alloy steel. we are using aluminium, we are using thermoplastic, we are using thermosetting plastic, we are using glass reinforced plastic, we are using fiberglass, we are using wood, and we are using glass, and last one we are using also rubber. Okay, this material, everything will come under the body construction: steel, alloy steel, aluminium, thermoplastic, thermosetting plastic, this all glass reinforced plastic. This will be used on to make the glasses. Okay, means side glasses. Then fiberglass, wood to put the floor. Okay, we are using it. And we are almost at the end of the slide. I would like to say see this nomenclature of vehicle body, which you have seen in this lecturer. It will be given only outer layer. I am telling it is an outer layer. I am went in deeply. If you go one by one topic, you may understand the more information about the each and every topics. Okay, so we have discussed about the nomenclature of car body. Under that, we have discussed about car body construction, terminology of body, body work requirements, main parts of the automobile body, car body accessories and their functions, types of automobile bodies, and the last one, material used for body construction. Okay, so thank you for listening this class, and next class will be continued with the topic of introduction of aerodynamic body shapes. Okay, introduction of aerodynamic body shapes. I will meet you on the next lecture 5. So till that, I have got the reference on the which are seeing on the display from these books. So go through these books. You can go for many other books also to get some more details and more informations. Okay. So till that, this is Arun, and I would like to thank you once again, all of you, and I hope that you got a overview and you got some important things about the nomenclature of vehicle body. Once again, I thank you all and thank you.